Idiots with Mike's Dream Team Stream Team. I'm your host, the man of 1,004 names, El Bombastico, and I'm trying to wrap my head around this new Twitch layout, which has our stream looking real weird right now. Follow me on Twitter at 1,004 names. I always forget to say that part. So we are back today after another week. Greg is unfortunately not with us at the moment. He is currently coming back from New Jersey, which is why on the stream you can see I have made his picture black and white, so you know that he is not with us today. The joke is his profile picture is black and white anyway. It's real dumb. Sorry. Faith, how are you doing on this wonderful Tuesday, the 16th of June? I'm sorry, you mean a monkstomer? Well, I mean, I think that's the only correct response to that. All you gotta do is, like, just tackle that, monk. You just... All you gotta do is always have a mouthful of pea soup. Just walk into a place and be like, "Bleh! Can anybody help me with this? Anybody here available for a quick, like, just a quick scattershot exorcism? Just, you know." Yeah. But I mean, on the flip side of that, Faith, what if the person is possessed? Exactly. I mean, just, you know, you wake up one day, you're like, oh man, you know what would be really great right now? Some sin. And then you look down at your You look down at your genitals, and I was like, man, it sure would be good for me to pleasure myself right now. And all of a sudden, the devil's in your hand. You've killed your best friend Seth Green, and then you're just in like a 90s like B-list comedy called Idle Hands, in case anybody did not pick up on that. What if you've listened to the Transplants recently, which I don't think anybody ever has, not in a long time. I mean, you're a fine enough band. I'm getting doing some real deep pulls today between Idle Hands and the Transplants. What is going on with me? Oh, it's I'm yeah I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry, anybody listening right now, anybody watching. I'm having a real weird day, so it's gonna be a real weird day for me. So, which translates into a real weird day for you guys too. So enjoy that. Oh, I mean, well, yeah, but you telling that story is the most interesting thing that happened to me in the last week. Like a secondhand story about a fourth-hand exorcism is the most exciting thing that happened. Oh yeah, I think okay. If those are four hands, you've got two hands. Oh boy, I think I'm not a science guy. I'm not a science nerd. So I'm a pop culture nerd. As you can see, there's no pocket protector here in this Hawaiian shirt. I'm the party nerd. Oh. Yeah. My mom's like mega quasi religious, so she was always like you can't play Dungeons and Dragons. You gotta watch out for the video games you play. I was like, what? I remember very vividly her telling me not to play a game called Hell because it caused a family to kill each other. I looked it up. There's no news story about this. There's no. This is not something that happened. Any game called Hell was never widely received, especially not in 1996. So. No, I'm just saying she was probably misinformed, and the issue is she'll listen to. I mean, I don't know what moms had that was like Facebook back in the mid '90s. I guess the tabloids. She was never a big tabloid person either, but it was probably something her aunt told her that one of her family members told them, and goes down the chain like telephone. My yeah, my my son was playing the Doom, and I told him dinner was ready. He was like, "No, hold on a second, Mom. I just want to finish this level." Translates into, he was playing this game called Hell, and then he killed all of them. Which, I mean, that's pretty much how the news cycle works today. Bulletproof pretty boy, how we doing today? I'm gonna bring my stream chat over here so I can talk to you guys. Oh. Scrapbook. That's the right one. That's the right answer. That's the joke. I missed that one. Yeah, scrapbook. That's right. Banana sticker. You get it. I'm gonna find like an emote for that. Oh, I thought I turned off the. Oh, hold on. I meant to turn off the Twitch chat on the stream because there's no point in having it. People can just read the chat. We'll talk about that in a second. I know Faith wants to. She was talking about something right now, but we'll get to no baseball this season in just a minute. Yes. man, I love the idea of all of it so much. It's so dope. Like that Constantine movie's awful, but it's also pretty great. And John Constantine as a character is I love John Constantine. He's oh man, he's just so good. Uh, but man, like a lot of it's the idea of like, oh, if superheroes were real, that'd be awesome. Yeah, but you're not a superhero, so that means everything's gonna suck for you. You're just the dude hoping you don't get like chopped in half by whatever the supervillain decided to buy a karate suit that day. Am I? Give me a second. I'm not sure if your audio is coming through here, Faith. Video capture. Hold on one second. Can you guys out there hear Faith? I hate to use you guys as testers, but my usual desktop audio is not. Oh, the reason is I'm a dummy. All right, try it now.
Hello.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
Okay.
Man, you guys missed a hilarious story from Faith. There was.
It's all right.
Oh boy.
We'll get through this.
Apologies. Can you hear now? I just changed the. She ran in, she had an exorcism done this week to her. It was a whole thing.
No.
Yeah, like
I wish so hard that it was done to me.
Yeah, she had an exorcism. They were like, "Oh, you're obviously got the devil in you because you're like super cool." So.
Turns out it was just a guy eating my ass. I don't know what happened. He Bubba Hotep'd me. Bubba Hotep'd me.
Hey, yeah, listen. There's only one way we can get this demon out of you. Turns out,
if I've fallen for it once, I've fallen for it 1,000 times. God damn it!
Every time, Faith. Every time.
Yeah, every time. They know exactly what to say. I am a gullible.
You got a demon inside you. You gotta get on your hands and knees. You gotta stop praying.
What can I?
You gotta stop praying. Close your eyes, open your mouth, and accept this. Go on. No, this is okay. This got weird. This got weird again.
I am.
We got weird.
You know how deeply spiritual I am.
We got weird, and I apologize.
So yeah, no baseball. What up?
Yeah. Whoa. Let's move on from this.
That's my super fun segue. Going to Segway school, learning so much.
Yeah, we're in what, like spring training right now. This is where we should be starting to see all the heavy hitters coming out, and sports should be sporting.
Right. Sports
balling. I of course come from a hockey family, and right now we are talking about finishing out the season in July, doing like a hella playoff and Stanley Cup Finals and stuff, and just don't.
How would that work?
You would have two hub cities where all the teams that are in it would basically go to, play out their games until like you crisscross and zigzag it. So then people are like until you have a winner.
Okay. Huh.
So you have like the two halves of the country like battling it out on each side, and then once you have your two finalists, you just kind of meet in the middle.
Okay. I mean, on paper, that makes sense.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe just don't.
Yeah, I don't know that it's the wisest thing to do.
I don't think you can see the return you want on it. I mean, yeah, maybe. I mean, yes, there's nothing on TV right now, so maybe this is the time for hockey to finally like rise up and.
Hockey's time to shine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'll go Sabres. Yeah, I mean. Sure. Sure, buddy. But no, don't go Sabres. I mean, they're a fine enough team. I'm a Bruins man myself. I always have a soft spot for the Flyers, but no Buffalo. Never Buffalo.
I don't have a dog in this race. Are there dogs? Is there a dog team? I'll root for dogs.
There's Ducks.
That's pretty close. All right.
Anaheim Mighty Ducks. A hockey team based on the...
That's bananas.
Yeah, I know. It's wonderful. And they're actually a solid team, too. I mean, there's
there
Ducks.
There should be a bananas, too.
There's Ducks, there's Sharks. There's Bruins, which are Bears.
I should be naming these teams.
There's the Panthers. Panthers. Jaguars are the football team.
Yes.
Blue Jackets.
What's a Blue Jacket?
I think they use a B, but I actually think it's like they're like home militia or something. It's weird. Coyotes, yeah, Phoenix Coyotes. They are terrible though. Coyotes are awful. We're just giving Faith a rundown of hockey teams right now.
I don't have one to root for, so.
Oh man, that'd be a fun exercise. Let's pick a hockey team for Faith.
Yeah.
NHL teams. Boop. NHL team list. All right. Oh, you can be a Penguins fan. No,
Penguins.
That's too front runnery. They're too good.
Okay. Yeah, give me some weird rando shit.
We got the Golden Knights of Vegas. Those guys are good. No Tampa Bay. Yeah. Oh, they're actually a solid enough team. They made the finals last year. It was great.
Huh.
Ooh, the Minnesota Wild. It's a terrible name, and their logo was awful.
What is it? What is that supposed to represent?
A bobcat, maybe? I don't know.
Huh. So it's some random animal.
If you're into New York, we do have the Rangers and the Islanders.
These names are grabbing me.
Nashville Predators.
Yeah, the rapiest one! I'll go for that! Yeah! They should rethink that name.
Well, I mean, it's not like their logo's a balding dude with a mustache and a van.
It could be if they just really leaned in. It could be. I'm gonna write a letter.
You could be a Canucks
that
fan.
That would be so much scarier. That would be so much scarier than any of these other things. So much scarier.
Do you guys want to? You guys ready to play with the Nashville? the werebear. There we go.
Oh, werebear. Sounds amazing.
I think that might be the Wild.
Okay.
They have a werebear. That's
real weird, but I mean, it's got like a cryptid feel. I kind of like that.
I mean, Minnesota is very hot right now.
Are they?
And they're on the news all the time.
Oh yeah. All right.
I determined after much deliberation and not at all just randomly guessing, you are now oh man, I'm real sorry. You're an Edmonton Oilers fan. That sucks.
Edmonton Oilers. All right.
Yeah.
Edmonton Oilers for life. Fuckers. Eat shit and die, anyone else.
I'm
coming in real hard, real fast.
So one of my favorite writers back when I was in college was a man named Chuck Klosterman.
Okay.
And he wrote a series of what ifs and just kind of hypothetical questions.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a question for you, and this is actually one of his.
Okay.
You go to a fortune teller.
Okay.
And the fortune teller tells you if you look into this crystal ball, you will 100% see yourself in 2 years' time.
Okay.
So you look in the crystal ball, and you see yourself in your living room. The current living room you're in right now. Not you're in right now, but you usually live in. But you're surrounded with memorabilia from the Canadian Football League's Saskatchewan Roughriders.
Took a real weird turn.
It's obvious that you are the biggest Roughriders fan at this point. You've got Roughriders
Can't lie about
merchandise
that.
everywhere. You're wearing a jersey. You can hear the Roughriders game going on the TV. And that's weird. It's like, what? Okay. Oh.
It is weird.
So you go home that day, just thinking about it, like, wow, that's weird. You turn on the TV, and there's a Saskatchewan Roughriders game on. Do you watch it?
Huh. Wow. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say no because I'm a contrarian.
You just wanna see if you can fight that fate?
Yeah, because I feel like maybe I have just, if I do watch it, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. But if I avoid it, maybe I change my fate, or maybe I don't. If I actively avoid it and I still become a fan, then it's truly meant to be.
I'm sorry. I was just looking up the CFL, and there's a team called the Montreal Alouettes.
Alouette! Love that.
Oh my! This might be a self-fulfilling prophecy because I might be the biggest CFL fan in the world right now. This is amazing.
CFL watch along. Let's do it.
Hamilton Tiger Cats. We've got the BC Lions. The Toronto Argonauts. Those guys. Oh.
The Argonauts?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
And the Ottawa Red Blacks, which seems like...
You just put two colors together. What happened there?
What the hell is a... I can
the
imagine
day
they
they
have a
had to
convoluted
decide.
history.
Like the day they had to decide they were just playing checkers. Fucking whatever. Red, black. It's fine. Just go with it. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Go. That's what we're going with.
They actually were a chess team until they wandered onto the wrong field.
Yes. I believe this origin. This is my new religion.
It's like that episode of... the episode of Family Guy when Peter plays for the Patriots.
Ugh.
Yeah. Oh, God. Now I've tainted this stream. Stream over. Good night.
It's alright. You're still in a weird place. It's okay. We'll come back. We'll find it. We'll find the sweet spot.
So going back to the idea of big things being over,
Sure.
We were talking earlier on stream about things like New York Comic Con. Like, where do you see the future of like big events? You know, are stadium events over until we? I mean, even if we get a vaccine, are people going to be more like worried about this kind of stuff? Like, I just got the notification on my phone that Regal, our local movie theater, is going to be. Hold on 1 second. The Alouettes are a relaunched franchise that can trace their history back to a failed expansion in the USA. They were the Baltimore Stallions and are the only U.S. team to win a Grey Cup, which is like their Super Bowl. Man, you know what? I think I'm a Rough Riders fan now. I think this is.
That's the most sad thing I've ever heard. But I'll root for the Rough Riders. I don't even care what kind of team they are. That sounds fucking amazing. I'll put that fucking shit all over myself.
The CFL expanded to Baltimore. Baltimore won the Canadian Super Bowl, and they were like, "Well, no, we're just moving you back to Montreal."
Right. No, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's a Grey Cup, that's so sad. That's like dreary and.
That's 3/4 of Canada. Once you go up past Montreal, everything is just flat.
It should be like a Moose Cup or something fun. I don't know.
I'm sure it's named after like Gary Gray, who was the guy who started the CFL. It was like, 4 downs is too much. We need 3 downs in our league. You get 2 chances, and that's it. Then you kick it.
He was a real stickler. I get it.
But the rules.
God bless you, Gary Gray. Now we can appreciate the Rough Riders even harder. But going back to your point, after
Yeah,
just
sorry.
seeing what the response was to just restaurants and bars being reopened, I don't think there's going to be any problem with like getting the numbers up. I don't know that it's going to be. I don't know that it's the smartest idea at all. I'm not going to be racing out to mingle with humanity anytime soon. Um, some people are still wearing masks and using precautions, and a lot of people aren't. So a lot of people still weirdly aren't taking anything seriously.
Well, I'm more. I mean, obviously, people are dumb,
Sure.
and a lot of people are just gonna do whatever they want. I watched videos all day of Karens on the internet who are crying because they can't hold babies and can't can't cough in people's mouths and stuff. It's like,
You can still kick them, Karen. It's fine.
I need to go
6 feet away.
I need to go to McDonald's, and if they do not give my burger exactly right, I need to spit in their mouth, and that's just what has to happen.
Well, I thought this was America.
If I don't get that, I'm going to go to the local park and yell racial slurs at the people who are parking close to me.
It's the only way they'll learn. America.
USA. But I mean more like the way... Yeah, people will obviously, like, once New York Comic Con opens up, which is a convention that I've worked every year for, like, the last 3 years. And it's always just, asses to elbows in there. People just crammed in there. I get an hour for lunch. I maybe actually get 10 minutes because it takes me 45 minutes both ways just to, like, elbow my way out of the freaking place. I go out, have a dart by the shitters, by the porta potties out there because no one's ever by there. Grab a way too expensive hot dog and then elbow my way back to my booth.
You make it sound so glamorous, Ty.
Oh man, I know. It's a sexy, sexy time. Let me tell you. Oh yeah.
That's the kind of glamorous hobo lifestyle I long for.
And then an overweight guy dressed like Sailor Moon comes up to me and asks me, "Hey, can I get $2 off this pop?" And I say, "Please leave me alone."
God damn, that is hot.
I know it's it's an experience, but the idea that if we're trying to cut down on even social distancing, I mean obviously this is 4 months from now. This is October.
Sure.
But even 4 months from now, like we're seeing spikes in COVID now that people are starting to open up. I mean, protests and stuff aside, we're like, was it Arizona is the new New York where they've got like 40,000 people a day? It's nuts. So I mean, how do we stop, especially for a big thing like New York Comic Con? Like, do we just limit how many people are able to attend? We cut the available tickets in a sixth? I mean, and how does that affect?
They're all good questions.
And how does that affect me when I'm going there to sell stuff? That's
right. No, these are all really good questions. I think that it's in the general health's best interest to create limitations like that, but like I said, I don't see people slowing down when it comes to crowding out anywhere, so I think if tickets are available, people are going to buy them.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what the responsibility is of the organizers of events, whether it be a convention or some sort of game or whatever. I don't know if it's fair to put the responsibility on the proprietor to create those limits. I don't know if we should reasonably expect them to.
As an organizer, I would say, get that bread. Go out there, get as much money as you can, sell as many tickets as you can.
Right. I think ultimately the responsibility falls on the individual to use discretion. And
well, no, I don't trust them either.
Well, you shouldn't trust them.
We're talking about people who will literally like people would go out and lick ice cream in Walmart and then put it back on the shelf. I don't trust these people. People are like licking toilet seats and shit.
That was not that long ago.
I know.
That was not that long ago. Motherfuckers.
But, like, even for New York State to be like, hey, listen, we were a hotbed of COVID. We are one of the biggest cities in the entire world.
Right.
You need to limit this to X. You know, you need to put it to... I mean, do we start changing the occupancy of places? I mean, right before everything hit, my wife and I went on a little mini vacay. There's a little racing casino in Saratoga Springs near us. We went there for like a night. Got a great deal. Got some. It was awesome. Not sponsored by that, unless they want to throw some money. We went there the first night. Had a nice meal. Spent a few bucks on the vending machine, or not the vending machine, just the slots. Hit the hot tub.
Different kind of vending machine.
It was a good night, yeah. The one-armed bandit.
That's all right.
And then, went to bed. The next day, he'll still had some money left on our little swipey money cards for the casino. But they had, like, every other machine was turned off. Like, they were starting to, like we gotta fucking space people out here.
Wow.
So even a casino. And not, obviously Vegas. that Vegas mayor video is still one of my favorite things in the world. It's like, no, we need to let people come in here and spend the money. But even then, before anything was, like, mandated by the state, they were like, well, no, we need to start spacing people out. So how do you space people out in something like this? You can't.
It's a great question.
Because once it's like, oh, here's the Nathan Fillion panel, people just start lining up.
Right.
You're going to have lines up around the block if you're going to do, like, social distancing then. So
well, and even at something like the grocery store where they've tried to create boundaries with, like, signs and like, floor decals, people ignore them. So I don't... Tasing people? I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. Hopefully someone smarter than me comes up with a solution.
Everybody needs to... That's too far. Not doing that. So all you gotta do is you strap knives to each wrist and then you spin around. If you hit anybody, that's on them. It's it's the Bart Simpsons. Like, if you get COVID, it's not my fault.
It's a great plan.
It's a plan.
It is a plan. Yeah, I don't know what the answer is.
Actually, no, it's not even a plan. It's just...
It's a one-man plan.
That's what I'm doing, but I'm in New York.
Right. I don't blame you.
If someone comes at me with no mask, I'm just going to start throwing haymakers.
Right. That's the thing I would be most concerned about is the vendors themselves. Obviously, I think that the someone hosting something like that has a responsibility to the vendors to set up some kind of precaution to keep some kind of distance. But I don't know. I don't know what the answer is.
And we'll find out. Fingers crossed.
Every entrant gets a shot of bleach right to the face. Free upon entry.
I'm down with that. Just like,
again, it's not a great plan, but it is a plan.
We just need like one of those sci-fi disinfectants where you just walk through the mist and then it just...
Right, yeah.
It burns, but it's fun.
Right. The pain is the cleanser. I don't know. I hope they come up with something.
My eyes are on fire, but check out that girl dressed like Cammy. That's pretty good.
That's not a girl and that's not Cammy. But yeah, you're doing it, buddy.
That's a Black Panther, dude.
We're here, we made it. And he is killing it.
Yeah.
We did it, we made it, buddy.
Doesn't matter, still gonna slideshow that.
It's all that matters.
What I see is up in here.
Absolutely. That's a memory. You just made a memory.
Wow. I am, like, I really want to get back to work. I miss doing conventions, and, you know,
Sure.
but, man, I do not want to die.
Right.
I mean, not like this. Like,
Right.
like I'm
Yeah.
going to go on my own terms.
Oh,
You know?
sure, of course.
Fire explosion, or zombies, or... Not because some dum-dum who really wants a pop decided to cough on me.
Right.
That's...
Absolutely right.
Ugh. Ugh.
You said it. Ugh.
And I know con goers too well.
Sure.
Like, man, see, one of my favorite things to do at cons, I love meeting cosplayers, and like I hate it because I don't know what to say to them.
Right.
You know, my first Boston Comic Con, I met Jennifer Van Damsel.
Okay.
Great girl, wonderful cosplayer. She's just recently blown up, so I her autograph before she like became one of the next big things. And I was sitting there chatting with her and stuff, and this like total con goer comes up and is like, "See, hey, are hugs for free?" And she's like, "They sure are." It's like, man, I
Ooh.
have mad respect for the work you do.
Yeah. Oh.
And I was like,
Oh
well,
my God.
I guess I'll talk to you later. We're just
Good luck with all that shit.
just talking about Street Fighter and stuff. It's like, man,
Oh. That's real gross.
I don't understand. A lot of times, I don't understand the idea of that's what I'm looking for. Privilege. You know, feeling privileged, or you know, when people are like, "Oh, I can't believe, like, Disney's bowing down to Star Wars fans." At that point, it's like,
Okay.
yeah, maybe you can just say no, thank you to some rando who demands a hug
Right.
from a scantily clad lady.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't get a hug.
I mean, did you ask for a hug?
Well, no, because I'm not a creeper.
Well, there you go.
So you're saying I need to be creepier?
If you want hugs.
Tussle the hair up.
If you want them hugs, you gotta put the work in.
Miss Pillikers.
That's not fair. You know you're getting a hug.
Yeah, I can work that hard. Oh.
I can't even wrap my head around what someone in that position must have to endure. I can't imagine having to have a conversation with that person, let alone allowing them to touch me.
You have had conversations with those people. We work conventions
Yeah,
together.
but
You've talked to them.
not like that. Not where I'm humoring them like that.
Yeah, because I'd let you get away with that. This is how we run things. It's like, yeah, if you're gonna be a weirdy beans, we'll mess with you.
Right. That's what I was saying. Like, so I'm allowed to have fun with it.
We get to Ocean Master people.
Right.
You know?
But someone like that who's trying to cultivate a fan base by being sexy and approachable.
Yes, she is. Sorry.
I just can't. Just makes my skin crawl. I would just want to throw an emergency blanket around her and say, "Don't you touch her!"
You could do that. I mean, if I tried that, I'd be simping, and I can't do
Right.
that. You know,
Right.
circle /
Right.
simping. Then it's the white knight there to save her.
Right. Yeah. For me, it's just solidarity as a lady.
What a weird society we built from, like, just...
It's garbage.
It's odd.
It is odd. I don't like it.
I'm not a fan either. Like, I don't want to be seen as
Yeah.
lesser for, like, helping out, you know, people I care about.
Sure. Well, I think there's a line between simping and, actually just being a decent, supportive human.
I think a lot of it lies in personal relationships.
Sure.
Like if some
And intent.
dude came on your Twitter and was like, like rolling on you hard and like posting like junk pics at you. If I come at him, like, fuck off, dude. I'm not
Right.
simping for you because I know you personally.
Sure.
And I guess with Huggy Magoo over there, I probably could have been like, you mind we're having a little chit chat here.
We're kind of conversing like normal humans.
It's not like I expected anything,
Sure.
So, yeah, I don't know. Everything's just so weird between White Knights,
weird.
Sims, betas, cucks. It's like, oh my god,
A lot to keep track of.
Can't I just talk to someone who I think is attractive? Or not even think is attractive. Can't I just talk to someone? The attractiveness is secondary.
I bet you could have talked to Huggy Magoo for like hours. I bet he didn't have a line.
Oh, he did. He came over. he bebopped and scattered all over our fucking booth and.
Oh man. Oh. Well, so you were very fortunate to not be an attractive woman that day.
No, he asked for a hug.
And you tried to tell me you didn't get a hug.
It was real sweaty and real tight.
Yeah, that sounds about right. No, thank you.
And you have to be nice to people because that's what the job is.
Sure.
Obviously, everybody who's ever worked retail knows that's what the job is.
Right. I don't know. I still feel like it should be okay to establish personal boundaries.
Well, yes, of course.
Even for fans.
I didn't actually hug the guy. It's like
no.
It's like, but when people come up, and I can't just be like, and actually have been, especially in New York, when someone spends an hour talking to me, like, or not even an hour, like 20 minutes talking to me about like Pokemon cards. It's like, what's the most expensive Pokemon card you have? It's like, are you want to buy a Pokemon card? Do you want to buy this card? Because if not, I have...
Let's do business!
Literally hundreds of people I can be dealing with who want to spend money with me. You get one question.
Make it count!
Yeah. So either, here is a $3,000 Charizard. Are you going to buy it? No? Then beat feet, my friend. Because I have less than no time for you.
Yeah.
And
but
that's what... even
for the cosplayers and the meet and greets and whatever, I feel like they have every right to say, no hugs for you, or whatever, because get away from me, creepy. I mean, obviously not like that, but I just find that real weird on a lot of levels. There's a lot of celebrities that I really enjoy. There's a lot that I would love to meet, but I can't imagine invading their personal space like that.
No,
I would be totally fine with them not being okay with it, because that's weird.
I personally was fine enough having like an awkward chat with someone.
Sure.
So.
Yeah.
And I wasn't being overbearing, and I don't think it was that awkward. I just I always feel awkward talking to people.
Sure.
Just in general.
Exactly.
But, Greg and I go to PAX like every other year. We meet the Mega 64 crew. And I've met them before, and, I mean, I love those guys. And I've met, legit celebrities on many occasions.
Sure.
I met athletes and stuff, and I'm just like, hey, what's up? But I see, Rocco Body from Mega 64 on the PAX floor, and I turn to excuse me, mister, can I just want to say that I'm a big fan, and can I please, could you please sign? You see, my Yuri Han up there. That's actually one of our first PAX tickets in the frame that I had signed from the Mega 64 crew, and that took me a long while to actually muster up the courage to do.
That's really sweet.
Yeah, I'm a bundle of just. Ugh.
But that just demonstrates that you recognize boundaries. So that's good. That's a good trait to have.
Now, so some dude somewhere on YouTube has me on his YouTube video saying that Jigglypuff is my favorite Pokemon because Greg egged him on to ask me all these questions about my favorite Pokemon. So, Greg, if you're listening, thanks, bro. Love you.
Oh, such a great thing to do.
It is the most Greg thing to do.
I love it. Oh.
That being said, all things said and done, I love working Collins. I love him so much.
Sure, of course.
It's such a wild, weird thing. Like, I gave a weird brush off to Brian O'Halloran at one point.
Right. Well, because you're working.
No, we were done. We were just walking out, and he's like, "Hey guys, what's going on?" I was like, "What's up?" I don't know if he was off put by that, but like,
right.
Honestly, I was like just beat because it was like it's a 3-hour drive to Plattsburgh plus putting together everything. But on the other time, I was like, oh shit! And actually, once I left, I was like, oh my god, that was Dante.
What's Randall really like? Hey, what's Randall really like?
The weird thing is, he like does a lot of the convention circuits around here.
Sure.
With the Chuli's gum guy.
That's very odd. It's a deep cut.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's odd.
Huh. Good for the Chuli's gum guy, I guess.
I'm gonna say this to you right now, pretty boy. Right here, you can cap this right now. Fuck Rob Manfred. That's going on in chat right now. This is a thing.
Oh, okay. All right.
But yeah, yo.
Tyrell hot takes.
Oh yeah, we do a lot of. This would be perfect because we do a lot of. I hate going off on cons and stuff. This has been me just dominating this with weird con stories and stuff.
No, you're fine.
But every year we do in New York, we have a weird. I got a huge pop for that. We have a weird in joke that just kind of happens ironically, or not ironically, natively, or organically. That's
organically.
So one year we found a magic card that was in just like one of our bins. I was flipping through it, and it just someone had written the words "get fucked shitter" on it. GITFUKT shitter, SHITTER. So the game became, we gotta hide this in everyone else's stuff.
It's the hot potato.
Put this in their pockets, and then all that kind of stuff. Last year this was all last year. This was the other thing we did organically. We made our own T-shirts because I get sick and tired of just generic T-shirts. They were like, it's like, oh, fork you, and it was supposed to be like from The Good Place,
but not really.
Yeah, it's a Good Place reference. Haha.
Ooh, reference.
So
That's a fun shirt.
We bought a bunch of white T-shirts and just a black Sharpie just wrote shit on them and tried to sell them.
I love this energy.
Oh, it was so good. Greg still has most of them. Fingers crossed next time we stream he'll wear one of them.
Yeah.
It's like I love playing as
I live for.
I love playing as Green Mario, stuff like that. How great is Back to the Future 2? Stuff like that. It's just the most generic bullshit.
Right. That's good stuff. Did you sell any?
No. We tried real hard, though.
No one has a sense of humor. It's real tragic.
Fingers crossed I'll get some WCWTF merchandise for next time.
Yeah. Absolutely. I know you miss cons. I'm sorry. I hope they figure it out.
fall's coming. We're gonna have Saratoga Comic Con coming up again in the fall.
Right.
Albany, fingers crossed, we'll be able to work again pretty soon. Soon enough, at least. But yeah, I'm just ready to get back to work.
Yeah.
I've lost out on a lot of money this season.
Right.
Yeah.
You should be selling those shirts.
Who has a Sharpie? Come on, I'm gonna go buy one of those. Ugh.
You just find a Sharpie, I'm sure.
What, it looks like Mr. Sharpie Man? Oh, hello, children. I'm Reginald Von Sharpie of the Sharpie Millions.
Oh, you don't need to work. See, it all worked out.
Shit together, babe. Me and Commander Haynes over there have teamed up.
Yes, this is a supervillain team I can get behind.
No, we're not a supervillain team.
Right.
We're just rich dickheads.
What? Not yet. That's usually what it takes.
Oh shit.
They almost start out just as rich dickheads.
I'm never gonna be a supervillain.
Not with that attitude.
I'm just gonna be
Just a regular villain.
beige collar Batman.
Ooh. I love earth tone Batman. Yeah.
Earth tone Batman. That's a good one. I'm using that. Back on to more pertinent matters, I guess. This week,
Yeah.
like I've done not a lot of crazy pop culture watching. I feel like I watched something.
Okay.
Well, Hank Scorpio would have a pocket full of sugar and possibly cream. Sorry, I'm looking at the chat again.
Yes, that is absolutely true. And he'd have his coat on backwards. I didn't even give you my coat. He's so happy. I love him.
That is something that I have been doing this week. I've been watching a lot of The Simpsons.
That is the best way to spend your time, no matter what's going on.
And I started with season 8 because of something that I think we talked about it on stream, but we talked about it last week. I started with You Only Move Twice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, because I said it was a perfect episode.
And it is
a
perfect episode.
Fucking A.
Oh, man. After that, season 8 has a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah.
But man, it is a great season.
It's their last big shining moment before things start to tumble.
We'll hit you out with some more suggestions as we continue watching and stuff. We should do a Simpsons cast. But who has time?
Dude.
Who has 20...
Don't even fucking tease me.
Who has 22 years?
I will devote my fucking life to that shit. You do not even know.
We'll talk about this off
stream.
stream.
Closest thing to religion I will ever have.
But man, the Homeward Bad episode is one of my favorite ones.
It's true. Well, and there's so many great guest spots, and they do such good things with them. It's so well done.
I'll take Martin. I'll take Daryl Strawberry. All right.
I'll take Jose Canseco.
So
good.
Yeah, what is your favorite Simpsons bit? I know we're just shooting off the hip here.
Favorite Simpsons bit? Fuck, that's tough.
All right, that is a tough one. Who is your favorite tertiary Simpsons character? You can also go secondary if you'd like.
I would.
Yo, hit me up when you finish Letterkenny, because I love talking about Letterkenny.
Fucking A. Secondary is either Mr. Burns or Moe. Tertiary is probably Mole Man would be tertiary for me. Fucking Mole Man. It's like kissing a peanut.
Football to the groin. Football to
football to the groin had a football to the groin. Nobody's gay for Mole Man. Fucking love Mole Man. He's fantastic.
Oh man.
He's used to great effect too.
I love Mo. I love Apu though, man. Apu's so good.
Apu is great.
He's like the one actually good person on The Simpsons, which is weird.
Right. I think that's probably why he wouldn't be my favorite, because he's not a garbage human.
Yeah. All right. But it's like as far as great characters, it's Apu. But like
Sure.
Mo, oh man, Mo just
like, Mo lays eggs in my heart for sure.
The Fuzzy here, we gotta get this whale out of here.
Oh, who would have guessed a killer whale would weigh this much?
I had a college roommate who sounded like Freddie Quimby.
That is extraordinary. I would have recorded everything all the time.
Aw, oh, man.
Hey, you're say chowdy. Say it right, Frenchie. And that's amazing. I would lead every conversation with that.
Oh, yeah. And that's, I hate bringing this back up again. That's one of my favorite Clone High bits. When JFK is trying to teach Gandhi how to talk. He's like,
that's amazing.
For supper, I want a party platter.
Yes, that is amazing.
Throwing some more ers and ahs in there. What are you, waiting for a bus?
I don't understand how those people created their own accent. It's the most bizarre thing I've ever... Why are more linguists not studying that? I don't understand. If I could go back in time, that's what I'd do with my time at school.
I think that's why we call it New England, because they took the England accent and then...
just stupefied it.
Like, skanked it up a bit?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh,
They
man.
slapped some stank on it.
Yeah, they stanked it.
Sounds like bitch in Kennedy's.
The Trailer Park England didn't sound as good. We're going New England.
We're accurate, though.
Well, Pilgrims, yes. But we're not... No, I can't say this stuff. We're Pilgrims, not the trailer parks of their time. Well, Boston Brahmin subgroup. Well, you know what? We're going to have to get you on one of these future podcasts, or streams, or whatever we're calling them. Because this is actually really interesting.
So people have actually studied that weird accent?
I imagine so. But half of the people study at this point. No, you don't.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
You gotta get on the internet and yell about it. That's what all you do.
All right. And I guess that's working so far.
I brought up a very important internet theory to Faith earlier this week. Everyone on the internet is a Karen, and everyone else is the manager. And you just scream at everyone about anything.
It's so accurate it hurts.
So don't educate yourself. Just get mad.
Right, and everyone else is going to get mad at you, and then you just get mad right back. And it's just an endless cycle until we all stab ourselves. Yay!
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm really excited you're watching The Simpsons. That makes me very happy.
We will, I know we're late in the stream here, but I am working on getting a nice Discord set up for everybody. Or at least opening the Discord people. I don't know how that works.
Yeah!
But, yes. We will have Discord opened up, so, you guys can all hang out with us. Offline, we at least keeping it open a little bit. You won't be able to jump in when we do streams like this, but, you know, we'd all chit-chat, share memes.
Play games.
Talk about how lame Greg is.
Yeah, get his ass.
I see we have one viewer, so he's not here right now. I think he ain't watching this.
I love you, Greg.
Yeah, I love you too. And before we jump into or Faith, do you have anything else before we jump into our top 5 list? I mean,
Yeah.
Sweet, yeah, absolutely. Oh, sorry, that was to chat, not to you. Yeah,
I assumed as much.
I don't know if you want to talk about. Sweet, great, awesome. Shut your butt.
Yeah. Really weird energy still coming from Ty today. Sorry.
Get fucked, Faith.
I mean, it's weird, but I dig it.
Yeah, well, that's my point. That's what I'm aiming for. That's the sweet spot. It's weird, but I dig it.
Yeah. Damn right.
My trick is be really nice, but also kind of a dick sometimes.
Yeah. No joke.
And that's how you get the
That's like,
ladies. Or the lady. There's one out there.
Yeah.
You know.
Right on. She took your name and everything.
Yeah, I probably lost it because I overmodulated the and blam. So double check the stream, make sure that we're not. Now we're still alive.
Worth it.
Yeah. Sorry. I went a bit too hard on the get fucked.
Right.
Sorry.
How else will I learn?
See that for the DMs. All right. Just want to double check that we're still good. I know I blew everything out there. Anything else I've seen this week? Oh! I'm going to touch a little bit on... hold on, we're still not hearing anything. Womp womp. Hey, do me a favor and say something for me.
Talking into the microphone. The arsonist oddly shaped feet. Ho ho. Ho ho. Test my microphone.
Everything should be coming through fine. Hold on. Just
testing my
oh no.
microphone.
Greg found out we were shit talking him. Now he's turned everything off.
Hi, Greg. That is such a Greg thing to do.
Give me
Talking
a sec. I just
to
want to.
my microphone. Doing one of those weird duets where there's things going on in the background. Where there's things going on in the background.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure.
Take your time.
Things seem to be sounding fine on Twitch on my end. Just double checked.
Okay.
Double check your inputs.
Yeah, check those inputs. Ha!
So one thing I want to quickly touch on is Backlash. Back to wrestling. Backlash. Backlash is... Man, you should not be that excited to talk about this.
I didn't have to watch it. Sucker.
Backlash might be one of the worst shows I've seen in a long time.
Wow. You sat through some real crap.
I have.
Yeah.
And, I mean,
then.
granted, a long time's, like, what, 3 weeks?
Still.
But coming off of, AEW Double or Nothing.
Right.
Which was a phenomenal show. And even the NXT, NXT TakeOver in your house.
Sure.
That was a lot of fun. That was great. This.
Right. Fun being the operative word.
No, this wasn't even, like, I won't even say fun. Like, I'll sit through, like, weird, bad stuff if it's a fun storyline.
Sure.
But, holy shit.
Well, run down the card.
Yeah, I'm getting there. It's one sec. All right.
Because I only saw a couple matches, and I just passed out.
Jeez, sorry. I missed some. I missed actually a good amount of this. Now that I look at it.
Okay.
I missed Apollo versus Andrade.
Okay, I watched that,
with Angel
which was
Garza.
fun with Kevin. Kevin at ringside doing
love,
commentary, which was a delight.
Kevin Owens, I love him. He's the greatest.
Yeah, amazing. He was wearing a jaunty pink tie over his sleeveless shirt.
Oh, he's great. I love him.
He's amazing. He's a gift, and I love it.
He's got one of the best power bombs in the business.
That was the most fun part of that whole spiel. Zelina looked amazing, though. Good for her.
Yeah. Oh, she's great. Bayley and Sasha versus Bliss Cross. Great name.
I saw this one too.
It's like crisscross.
Oh, and the Iconics were in there.
And the Iconics, yeah. I love the Iconics. They're just like a shitty heel team. I think that's fine.
Yeah, I agree. I really love the Iconics mic work. I don't necessarily care one way or the other when they're in the ring, but
exactly.
Right.
But
it was a fun enough match.
Yeah, there's a good amount of talent there. They're good.
Yeah, and they're good teams. They work well together. So.
Oh, absolutely. Sheamus and Jeff Hardy. Apparently, Jeff Hardy threw piss in Sheamus's face.
Yeah.
That was 17 minutes well spent.
Yeah. Still not. I mean, how do you feel about them using Jeff Hardy's past issues with drugs and alcohol as part of the storyline?
Bad.
Agreed. It feels exploitive and gross to me.
Normally I'd be okay with it.
Okay.
I think it's an obvious thing to look at, and it could be a compelling storyline. Obviously there's history there.
Sure.
But on the same show where you have your tag team fight a bunch of ninjas? Hey. Maybe don't.
Yeah.
The more you know. Just
so much. Yeah.
And also, I'm going to say the exact same thing for Asuka versus Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Putting people against Nia Jax? Hey. Maybe don't.
I love that.
Actually, I'm going to... Give me 1 second. I have a bit I really want to do. Hold on.
Okay.
So, you want to put someone in a match against Nia Jax. Hey. Maybe don't.
I love this PSA.
I don't have a Captain America cowl or anything, so...
Yeah,
that
was perfect.
This is going to hurt my balls, so I'm going to stand up.
Worth it.
Oh my god, who would have thought being a physically fit actor could make things look easy? Oh.
Worth it, though. That kind of physical comedy. It's worth it. No, I totally agree. I don't understand. At this point, of all, I was so excited when Nia Jax was first introduced in NXT, and I've literally seen no growth from her whatsoever, at all, in ring or out.
She murders Kairi Sane every fucking match they have.
Yeah, I don't understand. I
It's
don't understand.
nuts.
I don't get it.
And you've got people.
It is.
You've got ladies in AEW who are just as big, way more athletic, way more talented, not
Sure.
killing the people they're with. Just why?
Right. I don't know.
Ugh.
I would love to know the answer to that question.
She must have
Part
dirt
of-
on someone.
Right? Part of being a good wrestler is taking care of whoever is in the ring with you. If you can't do that, then you're garbage.
I mean, they keep on giving Charlotte Flair title matches, so.
Yeah.
I got new titties, guys. Time for a title run. She keeps on. It's weird. She looks like a hybrid of her dad and China every day.
It is really weird. It's unfortunate. More work isn't going to help it. Just stop. Just stop. Hey, maybe don't.
Do you want me to get you the chair? I can bring you the chair over. It's like, so you're trying to look like China, and also not Ric Flair, but also still Ric Flair.
Right.
I tuned in to the Braun Strowman versus Miz and Morrison match, which started out with Miz and Morrison coming out to their new music video
Okay.
that they did about how, hey, hey, whoa, whoa, Braun Strowman or WWE champions got to go.
Okay.
And it was actually kind of interesting, but it's all
Okay.
baby town frolics. They're
Right.
like, yeah, Braun Strowman's feet stink like cheese. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Braun
Right.
Strowman champions got to go. It's like, dude, come on. You're just
Right.
you're trying to be like AEW without the edge right now. It's
Right.
real bad.
Which is just cringy.
Like, Sammy Guevara singing Judas on the way to the ring poorly is hilarious.
That was a delight on his little scooter buggy.
Oh my god, it's wonderful.
So good.
I love they're trying to make him act like he's 16, but in reality he's like 26.
Right.
But man, and on a show like this, like, that music video was pretty funny because it parodies things, but it's so like 80s baby bullshit. Ugh.
Right.
And then Strowman wins because of course he does.
Sure.
Drew McIntyre beat Bobby Lashley in a match that who could possibly care about.
I don't know. I
They
would
don't
love
even
to know.
they don't even list the ninja match on Wikipedia. Like, let's just all forget about this.
Right? That never happened.
You all
You
need
totally-
to
You
go.
totally fucking dreamed that.
You need to go out there and see this. Look it up. It is the most WCW Bash at the Beach 2000 thing you will ever see.
That does make it sound appealing, actually. I want a train wreck so hard that I can't look away. That's what I want.
It's not even that bad. It's just not good.
Yeah.
It's not like wow, shit, look at how great this is. It's like, yeah. It's funny because he's fat and he's a Viking, and then he lost his turkey leg, so he holds his hand out like this, and then he grabs it like Thor does. It's funny because he's fat, and then girls think he's cute. You know, Vince is just losing his tits backstage. He's like,
Right. Oh, sure. That's good shit.
It's good shit, pal.
Sure. Sure.
Ugh.
It's unfortunate.
And then we have the greatest wrestling match of all time.
Why on earth would you bill it that way? What possible good could come from that?
I think it's a bit.
I mean, they're not that clever.
I'm pretty sure it's a bit because actually the backstory was Edge was actually trained to be a wrestler, and he tried to wrestle throughout the match, but it just ended up with Orton like punching him in the dick.
Okay, now that's funny.
It's the same.
That is a good bit.
It's wrestler versus brawler that we see every time we turn on wrestling. Like,
Right.
this is nothing new.
Right.
And there was a fun bit in like the middle around the fucking 35-minute mark when they start like exchanging other people's finishers. Like Edge does the rock bottom. Like the finishers that had beaten them before from other people. It was
Okay.
It was
All right,
interesting.
well, that's something, I guess.
It was a fun 15 seconds in this
Sure.
44-minute, 45-second match.
That's excruciating.
I do love watching a hero of mine get the shit kicked out of him for all of it, and then losing to an RKO
I
out of nowhere.
understand he tore his tricep or something, and he'll be out for like 8 months.
Who, Edge?
Yeah.
Good. I'm sorry, Edge. I love you, bro. You were one of my favorite wrestlers back in the day. You had an amazing run.
Right.
I do not want to see the best of Infinity series that fucking Orton and Cena had.
Yeah.
How long was it? 6 months? You said 8 months.
8 months, I think.
Good,
That's what I've heard.
He'll be back just in time for Hell in a Cell. Awesome.
Right.
Orton Edge, Hell in a Cell.
Right.
The greatest Hell in a Cell wrestling match ever.
I did see that Christian might be back for a match.
They did tease the whatever the curtain call, whatever they call his finisher a couple times.
Okay.
And maybe they're just bringing him back to like mess with Andy or Randy, Andy Borton. Mess with Randy until Edge can like start doing shit. I care so little about WWE. I would watch the pay-per-views because they're there and I have the network.
Right.
So eventually we can start doing the podcast, the WCWTF again. But
sure,
I just don't care anymore, man. This turned me off so
they
hard.
They make it tough to care. It's like they go out of their way to make it difficult to care.
How do you go from a pre-recorded match where Vikings and party boys are fighting against ninjas on top of a bus to a match where the legend killer is murdering a legend, leans over as he's splayed him out on the announce table and says, "I'm gonna fucking kill you, Edge." Like, how?
It's a weird shift in tone, I'll give you that.
Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Yeah. Ugh. I don't know. That's real bizarre.
I don't know. All right. So yeah.
Well,
Backlash
and then
is
Heyman.
awful.
Paul Heyman has been reduced to just a performer now, so we'll see creatively where things go here, I guess, under Bruce Pritchard's reign.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
This is what we always wanted.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Oh, no. Think of the children.
Yeah.
I don't know, like... I had a lot of positive things to say the last few months about WWE, but...
Sure.
That AEW show fucking blew me out of the water. Yeah. And Backlash did nothing to win me back.
No. Well, I think it was... AEW needed some time to gain some traction, and they're making smart choices that are giving at least wrestling fans, if not necessarily casual fans, reasons to care. So I think their challenge is going to be bringing in more casual fans, but as far as wrestling product goes, they're doing a better job.
I don't think they need the casual fans, though. I think there's enough, like, legit wrestling fans, or even casual wrestling fans, who just really enjoy wrestling, who can see how much better of a product this is.
Right. I hope so.
And maybe maybe WWE just goes back to being a restaurant in Times Square.
We're selling ice cream bars.
Yeah, they brought those back.
Good stuff.
Oh, excuse me. All right. It's like, wow, man, we've been doing this for about an hour and a half now. Why don't we take a quick break?
Sure.
You guys out there in chat, if you're still having trouble hearing us, let me know. I can bump out and then bump back in and see if that helps out. But I'm trying to like put a background song out on here.
Ooh, getting fancy.
I just have my desktop covered by a picture, so I can just look at YouTube videos. Oh boy. Jeez. This is gonna be a. All right, good. Thank you. Great. All right, we'll just be back in 4 minutes. I'm not gonna pick a song because that means I gotta like worry that it's gonna play something terrible afterwards. All right, we'll be right back, you guys. Hanging out. Oh, all right, be right back. Sorry. No, shit. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yes, I know. You're very excited.
That was so polite.
She's a good girl.
Yes, she is.
All right. Welcome back after the break. I'll get a song at some point.
Yeah, you should.
So, today's top 5 was going to be top 5 catchphrases. Then Greg wasn't going to be here, so I called an audible. Because I think that'd be a fun one to have Greg in. And last time Faith and I just did a show by ourselves, we got a little bit weird with it. So I wanted to get a little bit weird with it this time, but we're not going to get mega weird. You know, we're not going to talk about superhero dongs or anything like that.
Not yet.
So if you guys want to hear the top 5 best racks in comic books, let us know.
Yeah, I'll rate that, sure.
Absolutely. Power Girl, Power Girl, Power Girl, Power Girl, Power Girl. Instead, we're going a little bit more wholesome with this. The top 5 relationships in fiction. I went a bit of a different direction with it. Not like mega different. I went kind of shippy with it.
Okay.
Obviously, there's like I didn't like pair Peter Parker with Blue Beetle or anything. I went like who I think these people deserve to be with.
Oh, interesting.
But also who they're with, and I think that's the best.
Okay.
So like a couple of them are a little bit out there, but I have reasons for it.
Okay.
So Faith, if you want to kick us off with our number 5.
Well, first, since we're listing couples, last week I had mentioned that in the initial draft of the Titanic, that Jack was supposed to be cast as a woman, but what I was drawing from my dum-dum brain was misremembering, and it was actually...
Oh, Bam, come on. No
I'm sorry, Bama. I'm sorry.
She has a lot to say about this. Whoa.
She has a lot of hot takes. I'm sorry, Bama. It was actually an analysis written about the existing movie, and it was entirely from a Cracked article called "The Much Better Movie: Hiding in Titanic" by
so what you're
Ryan
saying,
Mendez.
So what you're saying is Cracked was totally wrong about something.
No, I'm saying I was just misremembering in my jumbled up carpet scrap brain.
So
it was actually a reasonable article.
So what I'm saying is Cracked was totally wrong about something.
Probably. I don't know. But if you're interested, there it is.
Right.
Okay, so my first couple is Black Canary and Green Arrow.
I love them.
Right? And this is, like, I'm all for individuals and having your own life, being your own person. But this is an example of two people that, when they're together, they're better. I enjoy them as a team. I enjoy their dynamic, and I think they're more interesting together and more exciting together. And they've gone through a lot of nonsense, as all comic book couples do, but they always find their way back to each other. I limited myself strictly to comic book couples because I just did. Don't tell me what to do.
Well, that's fine.
So yeah, they're my number 5.
They're great. Unfortunately, like I wish I read more Green Arrow back in the day. Like,
he's so fun.
My Green Arrow knowledge is really limited to like, Dark Knight Returns, stuff like that, where
Sure.
Ollie's like, he's this delightful conspiracy theorist and fun stuff like that. Like, Ollie's a great character.
He absolutely is.
So that, and I know Arrow's not the best way to view him because it's just It's like, oh man, we really need a Batman show where we can't have Batman.
Right.
So, Green
And a
Arrow.
Batman, and a Batman who doesn't believe in himself at all. I guess. Here he is. But
You have failed this
yeah.
city. Although,
whining, damn it.
no, I will say I love Stephen Amell. He's great.
Sure.
For the first
I
few
hope he goes
seasons,
on to good things.
Arrow was great, and then
Sure.
it started to not be so great.
It's just not what I would call a quintessential representation of the character.
He doesn't have a Black Canary on that. I mean, he does, but
Right.
then she dies,
Right.
and then they have another Black Canary, and then
Yeah.
or they have a White Canary who's her sister, and she goes off with Legends of Tomorrow, which is like the best
Right.
of the shows
Sure.
because it just doesn't take itself seriously. But man,
Right.
yeah. Black Canary is a character I really want to like, but they have not done her justice in
That's
like,
very true.
media. I mean, she's fine in the Harley Quinn movie, as much as you can be fine in a Harley Quinn movie.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You know, she's the only one with a superpower, and they let her use it once. But whatever. That's fine. I also like Dinah's really a better fighter than Ollie, but he never he's never insecure about it, you know. Like he likes being with a strong woman who can throw down, so I like that.
Absolutely. My number 5, kind of along the same lines. You might disagree with me on this one.
Okay.
My number 5 went to Batman and Wonder Woman.
Interesting.
I know Batman's obviously always he's just pounded sniz left and right.
That's real.
Between Catwoman, Talia al Ghul,
Sure.
you know, I'm
Vicky Vale.
Vicky Vale. Yeah. Poison Ivy even Poison Ivy almost made this because I think those two would work out like real well together.
Batgirl too. There's some weird stuff there.
No, Batgirl. That's a father figure. That's weird.
It is weird.
If you
I don't like it.
If you think Batgirl, then that says a lot more about you than it does about them.
It isn't me. I've seen it.
Yeah, we've all seen that movie. It was bad. Let's move on. That's like citing Batman versus Superman, the dawn of the dawn of Cumstus, when Batman and Superman.
I would have gone with the Dong of Justice.
Ah, shit. Well, good thing I didn't make the movie, so that's fine.
Not yet, but we're gonna now.
No. Batman and Wonder Woman makes sense.
Yeah.
Superman and Wonder Woman don't make sense. They're like,
I totally agree with that.
no. Wonder Woman and Batman make total sense. They have not just in the Batman vs Superman. I'm going outside of the Snyderverse, if you will.
Sure.
We're just like, well, I'm just a rich dude who dresses like a bat. I'm my superpower is being rich. Hey, what's up, girl who could barely speak English? And she's like,
What?
and then he leans over to Aquaman's like, what? But no, like, there's always been something there. Maybe it's like the friends that never banged.
Okay.
The friends that never got together, but it was always super obvious to everyone else.
Sure.
But man, that's a power couple right there.
You're not
Diana
wrong.
and Bruce. I just think that's the most obvious thing for Batman. Because Superman, that's not his game.
No.
And if anything, he's just doing that to spite Batman. Because he knows Batman's going to win no matter what.
Right.
Like, I got you, woman.
No, I really hate the New 52 take with Superman and Wonder Woman together. I hate it so much. I mean, that's an interesting pick, and I think that they would be. I think it'd be more like their bang buddies. That's something I could see between them.
No,
But I don't like Batman in a relationship at all. I don't like it.
And
because
that's
it
why,
doesn't make sense to me.
But that's why it wouldn't be. You know, it would just be like she would understand him as. I mean, yeah, Wednesday Wonder Woman is too good for Batman, but she's too good for everyone.
Yeah.
But she's
She's
also
too good for anything with a dick.
And you know, maybe Wonder Woman and Poison Ivy. Maybe Wonder Woman, Batman, Poison Ivy. That's the triangle. It's like there's Batman's.
No,
and then
it's Wonder Woman.
I don't know how that works out in my head, but
Wonder Woman and Power Girl. That's the obvious matchup.
No, it's obviously me and Power Girl. I just need to get my art up enough to where I can get a job at DC and start writing it and then drawing it and then because that's
I understand.
I
want this dream to be made flesh for you.
I just need to get in there because that's everything all comics are nowadays. Just like, oh, I'm a self-insert.
Right.
It turns out in this episode, Batman has a new sidekick. His name's Bat Jerry, and Bat Jerry fucks.
That's tremendous.
So yeah, maybe it's controversial, but I think Batman and Wonder Woman are the pairing that should happen there.
Yeah, I mean, it does make logical sense. Like I say, I don't like Batman in a relationship.
But it wouldn't be like a relationship. It's not like they're doing grocery shopping together. They're just, you know, when they go out to fight Darkseid, it's just like one of them is like, "Hey, Schnookums, love you," and then he's like, "I bat love you too," and then he throws her like
of course, yeah,
a batarang with like lips on the end. It's just like kisses her right in the cheek. She's like, "Aw."
I mean, there's a lot of cute possibilities. I'm not arguing that point.
I don't think it would work, but that's the relationship that I think works.
I think of all of the potential relationships in the DC universe for Batman, and probably for Wonder Woman too. I think that makes the most sense.
Because they're not like love driven; they're all justice driven.
Sure.
But also, man, I'd watch that sex tape.
Yes. Agreed. That would be earth-shattering.
I don't know about Earth, but man, my balls would be just destroyed.
If Wonder Woman were to settle for a mortal, then yes, it would have to be Batman.
Just imagine Superman and Wonder Woman trying to have sex. It's like, so I put my penis in your vagina. Oh yes, yes. Do you like that? Do you like that, my love? She's like, your pants are still on.
Super lame. Right.
You haven't even taken your clothes off. You're
yeah. I agree. I definitely agree. Clark is too milquetoast.
I love you so much.
Yeah, Diana definitely needs someone who can get down and dirty. I agree with that.
Oh yeah. Like Batman would just be like, Batman hot girl. I don't know, Wednesday. Batman hot girl. I love hot girl. Don't get me wrong, but she can do better.
I really liked Hot Girl with Jon Stewart. I thought that was a good matchup.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's good.
But I mean, Hot Girl actually comes up later on my list.
All right, we'll move on then.
We'll circle back around.
Faith, your number 4.
My number 4 is the Baroness and Destro.
Aww.
I just love so hard the idea of a couple just rooted in evil, and they're just so committed to it. This would be like my dream couple, I guess. To be a part of.
It's so wonderful because they're they're so great together and so competent, and then their boss is just like such a fuck up.
And that's so relatable.
I love you, baby. I love you too, baby. Tonight we're going to bomb Brooklyn. What?
What?
Why? Because I heard there was a G.I. Joe living there.
Yeah, pretty much.
How about
So
we
they keep
bomb
it-
like the DC or something? It's like, nope. There's one Joe living in Brooklyn. We are going to swarm Brooklyn, and then we will take them out. I may be getting my Cobra Commander and Skeletor mixed up. I forget. I think they're both the same kind of voice.
Yeah, they are.
Alright,
They're cut from the
just
same
checking.
cloth, at any rate. Yeah. So, but they keep each other sane, and they are both good villains, despite being caught in a terrible web of nonsense. And they're, like I said, they're united in evil, and I think that's beautiful.
If they could just break away from what's happening, like above them, they could be a power couple and like rule
Right?
the world. But
Right?
instead, they've got this dude with a fucking like beach towel over his face, screaming Cobra nonstop. It's like, well,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we get dental, so that's fine.
Right? 2 weeks paid vacation.
What are we gonna do,
It's really all
Destro? Are we gonna go out there and make it on our own?
I love that. I would love to read that comic.
Oh, that's a good one, man. Write that down. We're gonna write that and then find someone else to.
Right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They did Scooby Doo zombies. We can do Destro and
You're absolutely right.
yeah. knock
gonna
knock
shift
knock.
paradigms.
Image Comics. Hello.
Right? We got an idea for you. Ty, what's your number 4?
My number 4. I'm real sorry if I got flack for number 5. I'm getting flack for number 4 too. I'm sure. Gwen Stacy. I get it. You fall in love in high school. That's fine.
Sure.
Mary Jane. I get it. Redhead supermodel. Oh yeah. Choice.
Sure. Yeah.
But man, Peter Parker and the Black Cat. That is
Yes.
something else. Those two, like
Yeah.
the crossing of paths. Black Cat's, being like the anti-villain, but also needing to steal, and Parker's just need for justice. Those two, and like last year I played through the Spider-Man PS4 game, 100%,
Okay.
got everything, and god damn Felicia, even through the cartoon series, Felicia Harding,
Yeah.
whew.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And maybe this is a leftover from my my previous want to do list, but man, that,
All right.
and maybe the relationship wouldn't work out super great, but it would if they didn't know who each other were. It'd be like,
Right.
it's like, I'm Peter Parker, I'm Felicia. Oh, we're just gonna just. And then I guess I'm really busy. I gotta go out tonight. It's like, oh, good, I gotta go out too. It's like, what the fuck? Oh, there's this super sexy cat lady with her titties hanging out. I gotta web her up. She's like, oh no, please, don't. I don't know. I think the dichotomy of their lives makes a lot of sense. More so than them being like, hey, Peter, I know your high school girlfriend died. Here's a hot redhead for you.
Yeah.
But
No, I understand that.
And Mary Jane did eventually become her own character. But
Sure.
Black Cat, Felicia,
I feel like it
Noise.
would make a real fun porn. I know that. But isn't it like Black Cat like loves Spider-Man or is into Spider-Man, but not Peter Parker? Is that how it works, or is
They did that for a bit in Ultimate Spider-Man because he was like 16,
okay?
and they like made out, and then he was like, "Kiss me, baby," and she actually threw up on his suit because he was
As
a high
well, she
schooler.
should, because
Yeah.
that's real creepy. Yeah, good.
But no, like, I'm pretty sure it's always been like, yes, there's been that, but Peter Parker's still like a nobody.
Sure.
He's
Okay.
still a handsome enough dude.
Yeah.
And Black Cat's, she's somebody, and she's also like the hottest cat burglar around. She's like Catwoman without the baggage, and also with more baggage.
What would draw Felicia Hardy to Peter Parker?
His normalcy, I guess. Like maybe he's just
Okay.
a dude. Like I hate to bring back like conventions and stuff. Like everybody's hitting on a girl, and she's just like, well, hey, what's up? I'm Chaz Thundercock, heir to Thundercock fortune. I know nothing about anything,
Right.
but check out my abs. Hi, I'm Burke Binkin, and I know a lot about the Trek Wars, and I'm what you don't expect. So obviously you should pick me. And also, I paid to be here. So can I have a hug, please?
Right.
And then you just got like a normal dude coming up. It's like, so yeah, you've got the chick who's mega hot and
Okay.
has money and stuff like that. And you just got this guy who's normal and cool and smart.
Sure.
And maybe they just hit it off. I mean, it doesn't need to be anything super special. Maybe it's just a relationship, and they just happen to be super villain and villain. It's
Yeah.
one of those circumstance things.
Yeah. I think you convinced me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it would at least be good for its own run for a bit. I'd at least like to see it tried out.
Especially after like fucking One More Day. Oh, they could have done so much stuff. One More Day is. I'm not gonna go on a rant here. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna rant about One More Day.
You put a pin in it because
You meet Jesus in the episode before this, and then the next issue, the devil shows up and he's like, "Hey, want me to bring back your grandma and erase everything about your wife?" He's like, "Okay, thwip, thwip, thwip." Fuck off, Peter. Dingus. All right, I'm done.
that sounds like some real lazy writing.
It really is, because there's 16 different writers in every comic book now.
Right.
Not doing this right now.
You're not doing this.
Not
Okay.
doing this right now.
Okay.
Save it for later. Faith, you're number 3.
My number 3 is Rogue and Gambit.
Aww.
Yeah, these are two characters that I love individually, but I love so much that they have this right? They have this real barrier between them in as far as the growth of their relationship and intimacy, but it hasn't stopped them from developing a relationship, and I think that's really beautiful. She can't touch them. It's not like they can get down, but they still love each other, and it's really sweet and beautiful, and I love that. Not every romantic relationship has to have sex in it. I guess it's kind of like a cool ace kind of thing. I mean, they love each other, but they don't have sex because they can't. I don't know. I think it's really sweet that they found each other, and that they're able to love each other despite that.
I think it's nuts they didn't actually like get married until what, like 2 years ago? It was like X-Men,
Yeah, right?
X-Men 1000 or something, or
Well, in fairness to them, superhero weddings do not typically go according to plan. So I could understand never wanting to get married as a superhero. Honestly,
yeah,
I would put that shit off as long as possible.
Yeah, they go back. They go as well as wrestling weddings.
No joke.
Wolverine shows up and just throws Rogue into a cake. It's like, oh no!
Right? He's just on a bender. It's not even a storyline. He's just...
Hey, it's me. I'm Canadian. Snick, snick, cake. Man,
He's limboing because he's so little. They don't. They...
Oh fuck! Where's Wolverine? You lost him. Oh no! Oh, he's here somewhere. It's like,
It's a fun time. It's a fun time.
Oh. No, this is a classic one, and one that I'm
Yeah.
actually really upset that I did not put on my list. But man,
All
these, hey, two of the hands down sexiest characters in the Marvel universe.
Definitely.
I mean,
Sure.
Wednesday's pointing out Gambit's charming Cajun ass playa. Oh, mon
Yeah.
shit.
No joke. They both have incredible accents.
Mon shit.
They're both so sexy.
Oh,
And the
Wait,
fact
no.
that they can't get it on makes it that was French inspired.
that was too French.
Chill.
That was like Sesame Street French.
Mon petit shell.
Me gusta.
But that just again the fact that they can't, I think makes it even more special because I mean they can both get it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But they only want to get it from each other.
exactly.
And-
So it's sweet and beautiful. I love that.
And Gambit's
That's
love
so
for Rogue is just so pure and wonderful.
Yeah,
It's just like,
it's
oh,
really sweet.
I only love you. Oh. Damn, I can't stop doing that. I'm sorry.
Les poissons.
Crème Suzette.
Yeah,
I'm-
Cajun's
I'm
hard,
just-
man.
I'm just doing Flight of the Conchords now.
Right. Cajun's hard. It's like dirty French.
Yeah. Man,
And French is already dirty, so it's tough.
yeah, Rogue and Gambit. Oh, boy.
Yeah. That's my number 3.
If she called me Sugar, I would just...
Shug. Yeah, I love that. Oh.
She can touch my hand, then, like, there would be no essence left.
No.
It's all either on the floor or in my shorts.
And then she gains
I
all your
am
comic
doing
book
Pepe Le
and
Pew.
video games.
Yes. Doing Pepe.
She would gain all your video game knowledge.
Well, that's on her, then.
Yeah. You. Now that's her burden to bear.
Now, she's slightly spurgy. She knows that Narfs were in
Yep.
M. Night Shyamalan's Lady in the Water.
She knows it and she can't unknow it. It's a terrible burden. But he loves her anyway.
My number 3 goes to Archer and Alana.
Oh, I love that.
If there's ever been a love story for fiction, Archer and Alana is one of them.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, Archer's an amazing show.
Sure.
Aisha Tyler is one of the hottest women in the world.
Sure.
H. John Benjamin.
It's cute as a button.
You think of him as you will. But, man, his voice can go to anybody and anything. And Archer and Lana, you believe it. The shitty, bullshit asshole guy who just, once they're in the water on the Russian guy's yacht in the episode I cannot remember right now, you're like, you're full of shit. That's why your eyes are brown. It's like, no, they're not. They're green. It's like, oh my god, they are. I've never noticed before. Like, because they're in the middle of a fight. It's amazing.
Right.
And him becoming an actual person and not just a stereotype is wonderful. Lana becoming less of a shrew and more of an actual person and adorable and wonderful. It's a weird twist in a show you don't expect that's outside of like, what if James Bond was a dickhole?
Well, I think the interesting there is it's obvious that they both love each other, care about each other, but at the start of the show, Archer isn't really capable of being in a relationship with anyone. And Lana's angry because she loves him and wants to be with him, but he's such a douche. So the fact that they are stuck together and are kind of forced to grow and find their way back to each other makes all the sense. It's a really great arc. I enjoy it very much. They almost made my list.
They're good.
I enjoy their dynamic. Yeah.
They have such great dynamic together.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
they once again, that's my plan. You know, that's how I do things. It's like you got to be a nice guy, but also kind of a dick sometimes.
Right. Well, and that's the other thing. They're not. It's not all schmoopy,
Faith.
schmoopy, schmoopy.
Faith.
Like.
Faith. Faith. Faith.
Yep.
Faith.
Yeah. What?
Faith! Number 2.
That's the new catchphrase. All right. I dig it. But they it's not all lovey dovey. You know, they give each other shit on purpose.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's
And I love that.
It's definitely a more realistic version of where they were at the time and to where they're going.
Sure.
I love the fact that like Archer just gets tattoos on his back of people who were like effective in his life for like a minute.
It's a great bit.
Not to mention, he has the tattoo of the name of a child that's not his on his back.
Yeah. Another great bit.
A penis ensmallment?
It's a great show, and they are a fantastic and fun couple.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm excited to see where the next season goes.
Yeah.
Last few seasons have been fun, but I want to get back to the fun spy shenanigans with the characters I love.
Yeah, for sure.
It got weird.
I can't fault them there. But, yeah, it'll be fun to see. Good pick. Excellent pick. My number 2 goes
Danger
to...
Zone!
Love it. I love it so much. My number 2 goes to Hawkman and Hawkgirl.
Aww.
Yeah. I mean, they're...
A little bit on the nose, don't you think?
Well, theirs is a love that literally spans lifetimes and generations and eons, and there's something really special and pure about their bonds that no matter where they find themselves, they always find their way back to each other. And I obviously that's completely unrealistic, but I think that that's a really intriguing idea, that there's one person out there that you'll always gravitate towards, no matter what, no matter where you are. So I don't know, I really love the way their love has spanned such a length of time. They're iconic.
I mean, I can't fault that.
Right.
I didn't know anything about Hawkman and Hawkgirl until
Legends of Tomorrow?
Yes. But man, even then I thought that was a bit too on the nose.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mainly because Hawkman's kind of a dick.
Okay.
At least he was in the show.
Sure.
I mean, he obviously got his memory back and then stopped being such a dick.
Right.
But no, I mean, I get it.
Well, it's a real weird thing because they're tied to fate in such an intrinsic way that they almost have no choice but to be together. So I guess in some ways it's kind of shit. Rethinking this pick.
No, it's actually wonderful. No, it's the cynicism that's getting to me. That is something wonderful about like that. It's wonderful. It's great. Like no matter,
love that as a storyline.
This dickhead shows up, kills 2 people, and then they always find each other. We're always going to be together no matter what. Oh, yeah. Guess what? I'm here, you're there. We just zap together, and And then he shows up and kills us again.
Yeah.
Bit of a downer.
That part sucks. That part sucks.
Bit of a downer for Vandal Savage.
Yeah.
That prick.
Why I made it to my villain list.
What a terrible name.
He's a douche.
I mean, I guess that a lot of it brings back to the. No, it is wonderful. I mean, I bring it back to the Rough Riders discussion. Like,
yeah, you do.
If you were told that this is the person you're supposed to love for the rest of your life, would you date them?
Right.
Go on the first date if
Right.
you knew this. It's kind of like, well, am I gonna get laid?
I was gonna say, let me see some hog and maybe we'll talk. I don't know. I got conditions.
Yeah, I mean it's a great pick.
Yeah.
But like I said, again with Legends and a lot of DC stuff, I don't know a ton about the secondary characters and stuff like that, you know.
Right. No, that's fair.
But I know enough, and maybe because like tropes like that are played off so hard as like you're supposed to be together. Oh wait, I guess you don't have to be. Maybe that's what's kind of clouded my judgment. But
okay, that's fair.
No, they're meant to be. That's all there is.
Sure. Yeah. I love that. Whether they like it or not.
You get in there and you fuck that Hawkman. You put your hawk sniz on his hawk cock, and you make a hawk baby so Vandal Savage can come around and eat that hawk kid.
Yeah,
and then you guys die, and then in 20 years, you're both completely different people, destined to do it again.
Yeah. I mean, when you say it, it sounds pretty terrible.
Oh, boy.
Oof, goof. All right, what's your number 2?
My number 2 goes to... This is something that a lot of Marvel fans may not know or get.
Okay.
But it goes to Deadpool and Death.
Ooh, I like this pick.
In the Marvel Universe, Death is a super hot skull-faced chick who Thanos really wants to impress.
With big old bitties, how does she have such big tits with no flesh?
Because she got soul titty.
I need some of them soul titties.
And her and Deadpool, like, love each other. Unfortunately, Deadpool's kind of immortal.
Mm-hmm.
So they can never actually be together.
Right.
Bit of a bummer.
Yeah.
But man, they just really want each other. And as much as people like keep on holding them apart, they're always searching for it. Not like Deadpool 2, the movie, where he's just like, I miss my ex-girlfriend, gasp. Which is a bummer.
Right.
But man, Deadpool and Death are made for each other because they're so different. Like the immortal versus the unending visage of death.
Sure.
They both got like just. I don't know what they go downstairs, but they're just they're slamming stuff together, and they want to do that.
They're making it work.
They'll slam whatever they can together, and they love each other,
beautiful.
But they cannot be together.
Right.
And it's a bit of a bummer, but also
it just
makes so much sense. And I think if they could be together, it wouldn't be as sweet.
I agree with that. That makes sense. I like what a great big fat fuck you it is to Thanos. I think that's fun.
Well, Thanos is obviously a simp. He's simping for Death. He's like,
sure.
Excuse me, Lady Death. If I get this big gold gauntlet and then fill it with these giant, expensive, and hard to find gems, and then snap half people in the world and everything ever together, maybe could I please get a crumb of pussy? And she's like, fucking walk, son. He's like, okay, I guess I will, make it seem like when we make big budget movies out of this, that I'm the good guy. Because, at least for a movie. But then I'm going to kill
Right.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
until he
We're
comes
gonna
back
completely
for a movie
we're gonna
that Black Widow happens.
we're gonna completely write out this failed romance though. You bitch.
There was a lot going on there, but you know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I really love that pick. That's
Can
sweet.
Thanos please get a crumb of pussy?
Get your Sharpie and a t-shirt now. You know how many you would sell? My God. You would not be able to keep up with demand for that shirt.
No one reads the comics. They all watch the movies. No one's going to get that. Except you, me, and our chat.
Look, you've got Thanos and Pussy on the same shirt. It doesn't matter if they get it. They're going to want it.
I can just write Thanos pussy.
Yeah, you could.
All right. Well.
Sounds like you're arguing on my side now.
I hope you're happy with what's going to happen next week.
I know I am. Whatever happens. Agent of Chaos. I do love that pick, though. That is tremendous. And I love the doomed love story. That's... because it's so bittersweet.
Oh, yeah, it's... I like Deadpool because, like, I hate what they made Deadpool into.
Sure.
When he was, like, such a... Yeah, he was a fun fourth wall breaker, but he's such, like, a Family Guy Peter. Hey, Star-Lord, remember the time when we fought Thanos on Mandalore? He's like, oh, I'm Thanos. I'm on Mandalore. Ah, Squirrel Girl, look at my weird buck teeth and unattractive art style now. Oh, no, you beat me. And then Star-Lord's like, hey, I don't want to be part of this. I'm actually part of a good series. And then Deadpool's like, well, I guess Disney's not going to renew my movie anymore, so I guess we're just doing this, and I don't know why I sound like Lois.
Very unfortunate.
My accents are all over tonight. I apologize.
You're in a weird place, but I really dig it.
Well.
It's real fun. It's real fun. I like it a lot. Yeah, it is unfortunate that he became a parody of himself. I hope that, hopefully, under better writers and direction, that maybe he might still be redeemed at some point, but...
And I think the movies are fine. I think
yeah, they are.
I think the way they took them... They're taking everything so far, like, with those characters. Like, Harley Quinn and Deadpool are just like... It's like, hot topic!
Yeah, right. They're caricatures now.
Like, I opened up a Harley Quinn book at work the other day, and she actually had the two different thought panels, like Deadpool does.
Oh, really?
It's like, oh, we're just doing this now? Oh, you're just DC's Deadpool? And then the next page, Power Girl came down, and she was like, yo, look at them titties! And I was like, yo, listen.
That's my bet.
That's my life. I got Anime Power Girl sitting right here.
Right.
But like, come on, man.
So you had a Millhouse moment. That's my line. That's my thing that I say.
We already did it. We did it for 7 hours.
It took 47 takes, but we did it.
47 takes. But we did it.
But we need to do it again and again and again. Yes, exactly. I
feet are wet, but my pants are dry.
Goddamn right. I do think it's unfortunate. I think Deadpool became too popular as did Harley. But again, that they're not going to stay that popular forever, and hopefully eventually they can be written back to a place that's not so goddamn obnoxious.
I'm sorry. We have a ship going on in our chat right now. Harley Quinn loves Millhouse.
Ah,
Wednesday.
I love that.
I think the show is over. You have won this one.
I love that.
Everything is coming up, Harley.
Yeah, right? Be tremendous.
So Deadpool death. So nice.
All right, so my number one.
Number one
is Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. When the Suicide Squad movie came out, all you saw everywhere was all this love for the Harley and Joker relationship, which made me say to myself, were any of you actually watching or paying any kind of attention? Because this is the most destructive, toxic relationship possibly in all of comics.
They were just shopping at Hot Topic.
Yeah,
they're not paying attention.
Exactly it. The relationship between Joker and Harley is gross, but the relationship between Harley and Poison Ivy has always been supportive and based on teamwork and mutual respect, and they love and care about each other in a really sweet, pure way, despite the fact that they're both villains. They're really there for each other, and it's really, I love that because Harley was born of, her entire character was born as just one of Joker's stooges, and to take that and transform her into someone who can find love in a supportive environment, especially in a same-sex context, is so extraordinary, and I love it so much, and it works so well. The two of them pair really well together because Poison Ivy is a bit more measured and contemplative, and Harley's a bit more erratic, of course, and half-cocked. So I think they are a good balance to each other.
It's like if the Odd Couple were banging.
Right. And it just makes so much sense, and it's so sweet and lovely, and I enjoy it very much.
No, I think they work really well together.
Yeah.
I have nothing against like the Harley Ivy pairing. In fact, I think it's great.
Sure.
I'm gonna take that back because it sounds like I should feel something against it. No, I think it's wonderful.
Sure.
Like, no, they're great. Man, they just work well together, you know.
Yeah.
It's a good pick. It's a great pick.
As interesting as Harley is when she's with the Joker, as far as the character's mental health and well-being, she's just, she's better with Ivy. She might be more fun with the Joker because,
I don't think she is. I think she's more violent with the Joker.
Yeah, I suppose it depends upon your definition of fun. But yeah, I think she's definitely better off with Ivy. Ivy actually cares about her and loves her and wants what's best for her.
See,
in her own twisted way, because they're still both villains.
See, I like it the other way around. I like it where
okay.
Harley is like mad in love with Ivy, and Ivy's like, I don't care.
Right. I definitely love Ivy's energy there.
I want to make the green green.
Right.
And then Swamp Thing's in the background is like, hey, what's up, girl? And then Harley's it's like, fuck off, Green Man, and then just
right
shoots a cork gun at him. I don't know how that works out.
Right, sure.
But no, that like those two. I mean, I don't like to use like. I usually need a second here, but I think that might be a bit too much of a. It's like, hey, look at these two hot chicks getting together situation that people care a lot about sometimes, but I think it works.
Yeah.
I think it makes a lot of sense.
I
Like,
mean,
I don't want to be one
there
of those.
definitely is that element of it.
I don't want to be one of those fanboys who's like, hey, what if like Harley and like Poison Ivy were like what if they wanted to have lesbians together?
I have no doubt that there's
And I think
that segment
and I think
of the fanship, and that's, whatever. But at the same time, it also still works as an actual functional relationship.
Well, I think ideas like that are reasons why people are easy to dismiss it.
Sure. Yeah, true.
I don't like I like it both ways. I like Harley and Ivy as a thing.
Sure.
But I also like them as like friends who just have to be together.
Sure. Yeah.
With like a ton of sexual tension.
Right. Well, that's fun too.
And also, but I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I dig it. I like it. I'm into it. I think it's great.
Exactly. Right.
I don't know if I'm trying to
I definitely understand what you're saying.
I don't know if I'm trying to be contrary, just be contrary for a reason that I lost a long time ago. But no, it's great. That's great. Yeah.
No, you make an absolutely cogent point that there is going to be that segment that dismisses it strictly just because it's two buxom, beautiful women that, they just threw them together just because. But when you actually dig into it and read it and get to know it, you realize that this is actually a really good, interesting dynamic, and it actually makes a lot of sense. So I understand what you're saying.
First off, there's nothing wrong with just throwing two buxom women together just because.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it.
And second off, like, Harley and Ivy...
Far be it from me. I will go on record as saying that any buxom women that want to throw themselves together, they have my full seal of approval. I will high five them.
All right.
Good one of these. No, but I understand what you're saying. But that's why it's...
Because I don't. I went off on a thing, and then I forgot what I was saying, and then I went to go back to it, and then forgot what it was. But like, I think it's wonderful. I think they're really wholesome and wonderful together.
Yeah, wholesome. Yes, it's a wholesome relationship. It's not like the toxic relationship that Harley's used to. So I love that for her.
But I also don't... I'm going to get weird for a quick second.
Sure.
I don't like the idea that people who are friends in fiction need to be shipped together. Like, I
understand that.
I think it's totally cool if, like those two are just, like, friends. Like, it's like, oh.
Sure.
Oh, Harley. Womp womp. Not like, oh,
right.
Harley. Womp womp.
Right. I understand that.
I mean, not that I'm against anything like that, but I think we need to move away from shipping, like, same-sex people together just because they're friendly to each other.
Just because they're together, yeah. No, you're right. You're right. Well, and that's the difference between good writing and lazy writing.
Yeah.
If it makes sense, if it's logical, if the development of the characters is there, then sure, that's the difference between, writing a good story and just working an angle. So I totally understand what you're saying there.
It's the best way to say it. Thank you. Writing a story, working an angle.
Yeah.
Yes. After that discourse, I'm going to have a real easy number one.
Yeah.
My number one goes to the dream couple of the world, Roger and Jessica Rabbit. I mean...
You bestiality freak.
They're toons. They all have human dicks.
Is that true? Roger has a human dick?
I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe.
you thought this was going to be an easy number one? Now I have so many more questions. Are you kidding? Oh, you better fucking strap in, fella, because this shit just got real. I need diagrams. I don't know what I need. A stiff drink.
You and me both.
No, that's an adorable pick.
I mean, even bringing it back to your "we don't need to have sex" thing from
Sure.
a few rounds ago. It's like,
Yeah.
it's a beautiful woman
Mm-hmm.
in love with just he makes her laugh, you know.
Right. I love that.
Looks don't matter, no matter how hot she is.
It don't matter.
None of this matters. And yeah, Wednesday, maybe I am a sicko who wants to see a rabbit fuck a hot redheaded woman. Maybe that's what's happening right now, but it's not. I don't know why I got really into that one.
Yeah,
But it's
you
not,
really leaned in hard.
It's not what I'm looking for.
No.
Because I've seen it, because I'm on the internet. And you know what?
Right. The internet's a dark place.
Only a half chub.
That's a victory in my book.
Couldn't even
Call it a win.
Couldn't even get all the way up there. It's like,
Banana sticker for you. That's all right.
No, not even a banana sticker. It was like that. It was like, "How do you feel today?" poster. It was like just fake.
Right.
No, nothing.
No emotion. Yeah. I love that pick. They are in their own way an iconic couple, and very sweet. And there's always got to be a place for the hot chick and the funny guy. I mean, that's always going to happen. They're the very best example of that.
What I think is really funny is, like, they don't even if you watch this, they didn't really consider sex.
Right.
When they talk about doing patty cake, they're actually playing
right
patty cake.
Right.
So it seems like Jessica Rabbit doesn't even know how sexy she is. She's just like, well,
sure.
This is my life.
Right.
And Rachel's like, what? I make her laugh. It's fun.
Right. Right. No, you're right. It's humans putting their sick perversions on them.
Except, god damn.
No, that's a very sweet and lovely pick. I like that very much. Very nice.
It's almost the innocence and, you know, what we used to think about cartoons, you know? We saw
right.
Bugs Bunny dressing up, you know, as a female Bugs.
Right.
It wasn't a thing, but now it's just like, well, do I want to bang that rabbit? No,
Neither
I
did
do not.
I was just asking.
Just asking. Man, this got off the rails real quick the last few, didn't it?
But it, I mean, not just the innocence of cartoons, but the innocence of love in general. I think they're a really good representation of that, because when you're young, you don't know anything about sex or anything like that. You know, being a boyfriend and girlfriend is just holding hands or whatever. So I think that's a really sweet pick.
You want to go
really
to
cute.
the school cafeteria and get a cheeseburger with me? If anybody asks, I can tell them that we're going out together.
Aww.
Who are you?
I wouldn't know. I was always the weird girl, so. But I saw other kids holding hands, and that's what, you know, I equated it with, so.
Weird girls are best girls.
Yeah, damn right.
Faith, do you have any honorable mentions to go through?
Well, obviously there's Cyclops and Jean Grey, and Black Bolt
Boo.
and Medusa. But yeah, they're a bit milquetoast.
Jean Grey, Wolverine.
Well, they're in like a throuple now, right? Some weird thing.
I don't want to talk about
Got
it. I do not want to talk about it.
I understand. But my real honorable mention goes to Monsieur Mala and the Brain. For those who don't know, Monsieur Mala is a genetically enhanced gorilla.
Explain for people who don't know.
He's a genetically enhanced gorilla. And he's in love with the Brain, a character which is the brain of the scientist who genetically enhanced him, residing in a robot body. So theirs is a real weird love, but it kind of makes me love it more. Because it's definitely a love that shouldn't be. But
so it is
anyway.
The love that dare not speak its brain.
Yes, exactly. They're Teen Titans, Doom Patrol.
Oh, gotcha.
Canon.
All right, there we go.
Yeah. But yeah, I had to include that because it's so goddamn weird. I don't know who thought that was, but they have a mutual love for each other, whatever that means. I guess love can span, human bodies and human genitals and whatever else is going on. So
love can span 1,000 brains.
Damn right.
Cobra! I have a very specific bad guy voice, I guess.
Which I'm here for. Yeah. No joke.
Skeletal up in this motherfucker! That's a weird one. I'll have to look up that one up. Mine are mentions. It's a weird one.
Okay, well, I just mentioned a gorilla and a robot, so.
And it's weird because it's not an actual couple, but it's something that I loved so much.
Okay.
It goes to the wrestlers Bayley and Finn Balor.
Ah.
We saw them a few times live a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And those two seemed like I'm gonna sound real shitty right now. The most totes adorb couple in the entire world.
They were having more fun than anyone I've ever seen.
They would come out to each other's music and just
yes,
ride on each other's backs. It was the cutest thing in the entire world. It's not quite Joey Ryan and Candice, cutest tag team couple in the world.
That is the bar. That is the bar.
Oh yeah. But man, I thought they were legit together, and I was honestly kind of heartbroken when I found out they weren't.
I totally agree because they had so much chemistry.
They were I just wanted to see them happy and loving each other, just cuddling.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe both naked. I got to assume that Finn Balor's donger is just massive, and
he doesn't hide it, so
just it's always lubricated, and it does it itself.
This is how I imagine it. Yes.
But yeah, he's a perfect man. He's
right.
And Bayley, always my favorite.
Cute as a button, and they were having so much fun. Just in genuine support of each other.
And then it stopped.
Yeah.
Life is pain.
Never love anything, Ty. We've talked about this.
Yeah, I just don't feel anymore.
It don't matter. None of this matters.
Oh, are you still here? Oh, man. Good lists.
Yeah. Good stuff. Very
Good
interesting.
Times.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight.
Definitely.
Normally, we would jump into maybe some games or something. Unfortunately, tonight we cannot. The WCWTF boys and I are looking to record something shortly, so...
Yay! I'm excited.
Fingers crossed, we'll be doing some stuff. If you guys want, we will be playing some games later this week.
Yeah.
Let us know when you guys are free. We'll be, fingers crossed, jumping in on that one. That'd be fun. I just realized I keep on saying fingers crossed for some reason. It's another one.
You are just coming out with all the catchphrases today.
Next week, we will be talking about our top 5 catchphrases. If you guys want to join in,
Yeah.
hit us up on our Twitter, our new Twitter,
And
at
send us yours too.
Ultra Cool Idiots. Send us your top 5 catchphrases. We will have the Discord up and running soon, I hope, if I can just be asked to do it, figure it out. That's gonna be on me. Sorry, guys.
I
Love
believe in
you.
you.
Love you, but I'm like real tired. So thank you so much for hanging out with us for the Dream Team Stream Team, idiotswithmics.com. I'm your host, the man of 1,004 names, Tyrell El Bombastico. Find me on Twitter at 1,004 names.
And I'm Faith. You can find me at Carly Pilkers on Twitter.
idiotswithmics.com, streamlabs.com/idiotsmike if you want to give us a donate. And we're also patreon.com/WCWTF podcast. A few bucks just to keep this boat afloat. Until next time, love you guys. And, hey. Fuck Rob Manfred. Faith, give us a fuck Rob Manfred, will ya?
Hey. Fuck Rob Manfred.
Oh, yeah. Fuck that guy. Love you guys. We will catch you next week, later in the week. Catch you on the flip-flop, Time Pants.